Ambulance service is stepping up and helping a family in need. Now they're going to drive down to Mobile, Alabama this morning to pick up a Navy veteran and bring him home so he can spend his final days surrounded by family and friends. 9 News Side reporter Jay Warren is live in Woodlawn with the story. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, Tamika. That Navy veteran is Harold Morgan, and we learned about him as his family was trying to raise $6,000 to pay for his trip back up here. He has terminal cancer, and they're trying to bring him back up to the VA so that he can spend his last days surrounded by friends and family. So after 9 on Your Side did that story, First Care, they heard about it, and then they volunteered to do this job at no cost. They are going to drive down this morning to Mobile, Alabama. They're going to pick up Mr. Morgan, and they're going to bring him back tomorrow. With us right now is Dennis Young. He's the president of First Care. Mr. Young, could you just tell us about, your motivation to do this mission?
Basically, we appreciate everything our veterans have done for our country. And when the story first broke, we got tons of calls from employees asking how they could help. So having the opportunity to give something a little back is something we all wanted to do.
Can you talk a little bit about the logistics of this mission now and, where they're headed and then when they're bringing Mr. Morgan back?
We're going to drive down today. It's roughly a 12-hour trip for us, so we're going to drive down tonight, get them a good night's stay. We're going to pick Mr. Morgan up at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Head back to the VA. We're expecting to get here traffic delays about 5 o'clock. The VA is actually making special exception to take the patient in later, so we have to contact them, let them know what time exactly we'll be here so they can get the doctors and all their mission staff in.
Mr. Young, I do certainly appreciate that. Thank you very much. And right over here, we're going to just talk to, very quickly, Mike Guest. Mike's a paramedic on this crew. And Mike, can you just talk about your motivation and your feelings this morning going down there?
Well, being a veteran myself, there's really no motivation. I just like helping out other people, the other veterans like myself. So any chance I can help them is what I'd like to do.
And was this something where they asked for volunteers, or were you one of the people saying, hey, let's go get them?
Pretty much both. I had heard about it and was interested, made arrangements through work to get off work and one volunteer to come and do this. So.
All right. Well, thank you, and safe trip, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. So with that, this First Care ambulance is going to head on out to Mobile, Alabama. Mr. Young is going to close those doors, and they are headed out. And they are going to pick up Mr. Harold Morgan, a Navy veteran, and bring him home.